Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Detek, and today is our final episode of Colony Survival. So, you've already seen the time-lapse of me building the Sakura tree. That's going to be our last stop. So we're going to visit all the different colonies in order that we built them. Obviously, we've got to start at the keep because this is where it all began, and how it has grown. Just think, we had our tiny little box room to start with, and I ended up building a full keep. Admittedly, never really done much past that point with it, and I still think these bits look a bit flat, but yeah, it's done everything we've needed it to, and I still never got the beds out of here. All that time I kept saying I was going to get the beds out of here and build houses and stuff, and I never really got round to it. I wanted to redesign all these things as well, but oh my god, where are they all going? By the way, in case you're wondering who all these dudes are, while I was building the Sakura tree, zombies actually got through here and killed a couple of my chicken farmers. So I decided to put a load of matchlock men and the crossbowmen in, which has then actually meant that I've run completely out of crossbow bolts. Probably a good job that we are finishing off, isn't it? Otherwise I would have had to go massively overboard increasing that. And we've not got enough crossbows anyway. But yeah, let's just get up in the air a little bit so we can see all of the farms that we ended up getting. So we've still got a fair few berry bushes. Exactly where we started. They've stayed there for most of my playthrough. And it still amazes me just how much wheat we needed to keep in front. I mean, how are we doing now? We've got 24,000 wheat. Did we ever run out of bread? We're very nearly out of bread. It's kind of ridiculous. Always liked this trench bit that we've had going. Always been dead pleased with how that turned out. This is another building that I really wish I'd have done more with. We could have built it all the way up, like we ended up doing with Peasant's Tower when we redesigned it. We could have redesigned this. We could have quite easily had more floors going up. Honestly, I wish I'd have built this after. I'd have got the mod pack that gives you a load of different blocks. Because this one has come out, I mean, it's so much nicer. It looks sleek. I wish the windows would have worked, and I still don't think they work to this day. If I take the glass panels, it doesn't let me put them down. I don't know if it's a bug with the mod or what, but it would have been dead nice if I could have got glass in there. Admittedly, I never looked for any other mods that could have given me windows. And it does amuse me to think back that I designed this little thing for the glider. Which I guess actually in retrospect, in fact the glider's not even in this place anymore. I could just leave the glider there for display, being as though I'm flying around everywhere now, but yeah. This building and this building, I so wish that I'd have built after getting the mod pack. Never mind. So me saying that this has always been a massive oversight, or it's just way too big? No. After getting attacked yesterday, they've got to have gone a long way to get all the way through here. So, yeah, I think the size of this has been quite good. Admittedly, I could have somewhat finished it. It is just a giant cube. Again, it's one of them buildings I did before I'd got the mod pack. And then we've got the fisherman's hut. Now, I've not shown you in here since I put a few more beds down. It got awfully claustrophobic in here. Oh, these just beds absolutely everywhere. Well, not in the attic, apparently. But the reason I added more and more beds is because I ended up doing this with the water. Oh my god, they're running out of buckets. Well, that's because I set them to go up to 1,000 water. And we're still not keeping up with all the boiling water. Oh my Christ. And yet, for wood, these trees have been enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5, 6? Or just 5? I think that's 5, 6. So I've only ever needed 6 of the trees. Ooh, steady on. We're not going down there just yet. So yeah, that's all the farms and all the wood and stuff that we've ever had made. I kind of liked how in here turned out, but again, lack of experience, I really didn't plan out enough room. We could have got so much more room in here. Why are they not making wax blocks? They've got that. Have they got the honey? It's just going to be fun seeing all the things I'm running out of now at the end. No, they've got the honey. They've got the honey. I don't know why they're not making them. Why are you stood up there? I like it how they don't even use the pathways. They just go over the chests. Fair enough. Same with these bedrooms. They got awfully claustrophobic towards the end. And you know what? I could have just done that all along. Hey, that's a dead nice view. That is a dead nice view. Up here's got even more claustrophobic off camera. See what I mean about I put a few more stoves down to get boiling water going. Boiling water. Why are they doing coffee first? It's boiling water. You should be doing... It needs water buckets too and firewood. That's why they keep running out of boiling water. I thought it needed water. 2 boiling water takes 2 water buckets and firewood. So why don't they keep doing that? That's weird. They're meant to do the boiling water first, not the coffee. And we've got the water bucket, so I don't get why they're doing that. It's just small problems like that, I guess. But yeah. We end up massively expanding up here. I love some of the views from these windows. It's rare that we've looked through any of them, like, but... Yeah, I like it. Then up here, we can't get up there every single time. We cannot get up that way. Up here, we ended up having our exchange. How have we done for chicken meat? We're fine for chicken meat. In the end, we actually managed to keep up with it. There's very few things that we managed to keep up with nowadays. Actually, we ran out of perpetual stew and luxury meals. Yeah, that's what I get for not really increasing the amount of food we were getting in. Yeah, I guess that's the top of all this shown off. How does this window look here, by the way? Yeah, that's quite good. Whoa. In fact, I do want to go down here and see how well these guys did at the digging out. They did dead well. Admittedly, they can't get me any more soil, really. I thought I would have got to the stairway with how far I dug in there. Amazingly, I've not, but I did think I would have got there. Can we just, like, levitate up through? And then we're going to go down into the mine that I also never finished. I have these grand ideas on series like this, and then I never actually go through with them. Excuse me. It's mainly just because I don't get time. You've got to think 44 hours a week, as well as me trying to do 3 episodes a week. It's a little bit much. But, yeah, I can make it work. I really like this. This is still one of my favourite rooms to this day. I love the black and red. I just wish I'd have used the black and red more. But yeah, I really like that room. And I also really like this room, obviously, because it's exactly the same thing. The black and red leading into the mine. The only things I've not done, well, I have dug that further down. We know I've dug this further down because I dug it out on camera, I'm fairly sure. But yeah, I just needed to build this in and then set it all up on this floor. And then I needed to do one more floor because I think I was scrapping this floor for the one that we had up there. And then I was just going to have this floor as well. I mean, we've never got diamonds either, but it's not an achievement, so... And I don't think there's any use for them, other than to make more luxury items, but... I've generally got all the luxury items that I wanted. So, we can't really complain, can we? Anyway, we've done in here. Next up, I guess we best drop them off. We are going to the tropics. So we will end up getting through these colonies a little bit quicker, just because these are the more efficient ones that I designed. And I'm proud of all 3 of the extra colonies. Not that I'm not proud of my original one. It's just I had more time to plan these out and more experience. So I made them look better. Let's not even look at the thingy colony. The New World colony. We don't want to see that yet. We're not going that way. Come on. I'm actually glad I turned the flying on. Even if some people do not agree with it. I mean, I don't know yet. Them episodes haven't gone out where I started using this, and by them episodes, I mean last episode. But yeah, it's made it so much quicker flying around. The glider's nice to start with when you're first looking around, and I did explore the game with the glider originally. So, there's not too much to complain about, really, but yeah, flying around, it makes it so much quicker. Again, I really like how this colony turned out. Admittedly, I don't think this building fits. After all my hard work on the roof, I don't think this building fits. It just doesn't quite seem right. I mean, the building itself does. It's the roof that gets me. I'm not sure. I mean, I like it, but look at all my colonists sleeping in there. It's like some sort of weird rainbow in there. And, yeah, we never ended up getting enough bananas. That's a general case for most things that we've got. How about other things? How are we doing? Look at all the cookies. Look at all the cookies. Where's chocolate as well? Plenty of chocolate. I hope we ended up getting plenty of winter coats as well. To say these are the dudes that produce coffee, they've not exactly got a massive amount, have they? And fufu they're not really doing great for, but again, that's lack of bananas. If I was to carry this series on, I actually think we would go overboard with food down here rather than across at the Vista. Just because I've not done as much here, and to keep building out over the mass expanse of the Vista seems a bit unrealistic. This one does not. We're expanding the island into the ocean. And I think it looks really nice. It does. Maybe a bit too much wood. We've ended up with very little sand around anymore. Which I'm not sure I like, but I do like the lanterns. The lanterns are awesome. Anyway, not last stop, sorry. Next stop, Roanoke. I was told how to say it properly. Roanoke. Thank you very much for that, by the way. Oh, sorry. I should have done this at the start of the episode. The tropics. Let's just go back a second. Somebody gave me a name. You've entered the tropics. And let's get all the way to here. Dope. Colony. The name suggested. I'm just going with it because we need a name and because nobody else has bothered to give me a name. So, thank you very much, Raven Plays. It is the Tropical Gardens. I mean, it's not wrong. Because with what I've just said about me wanting to make here where we grow all the food and stuff and make the meals, the Tropical Gardens actually seems very apt. And it fits, and obviously it's all gardens here. We've not done anything extra. It's only the Vista really that we've done anything extra compared to just farming, but yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad that we managed to get a name for everything. Admittedly, I named the keep, but it's nice to have feedback from you lot. It really is nice to have feedback, and it's the only way I can think at the moment to get you guys involved in my gameplay, letting you name things. Then we've got Roanoke. Now, I like this one as well. Well, again, I like all of them. Stop saying you like them. I like the detail and stuff that we've gone for. Let's just land here. Yeah, just these little bits that split it up. I mean, I could use this strip for something, I guess. If I was to continue the series, we could have this place as like ammo production. Maybe. So it's actually got a purpose other than just cotton. I would get rid of all the fields, the tomato fields and the potato fields. We really don't need them anymore. We only needed them really for unlocking stuff. And now that we've got everything unlocked, point capacity. And if we look at the food, the New World meals, oh, they actually give the same as well. So all of the other colony foods give exactly the same amount. Well, at least these guys are sorting themselves out for food then, because nobody else is, it would seem. You know, maybe it'd just be a case of expanding all of them so they grow more and then getting them all to cook their own food. But my plan was to have one colony do all of the food work and then the other ones could just do what they wanted to do. I don't think a zombie's ever made it through here, but then again, we are only at 82 colonists in this place, so... yeah, I kind of didn't expect them to make it through here. I've got to go upstairs because this is one of my favourite rooms. As is this. I really like how this all came together in this colony. I think it looks dead nice. It's just like a huge barn. Absolutely huge barn. Another gripe that I've had all the way through is the beds. As you may remember, I've complained quite a bit about them. I just wish you could assign beds. Or when you put it down, maybe the bed changed colour to who was meant to sleep in there and like locked it in a little bit more. I think it'd be nice, but that's just my thoughts. Anyway, we've only got one more colony to go to. It's not going to be a full-length episode with the looks of it, but it is the finale even. And we are just having a grand tour, so you can't really expect me to drag it out for too long. I don't want to be dragging it out for too long. Come on. Come on. Still loads quicker than the glider. Ridiculous amounts quicker. See, we could have always built. Well, I've already built on top of a mountain, haven't I? That's the one that we're about to go and see. You know the last one, if I did have to build another colony out in the tundra, I was going to dig the base into the floor. And we could have had the first floor down as a, what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot what they're called. As the maze, where all the guards are. And then we could have gone down another floor. And I'm fairly sure if you take soil underground, you can plant under there. Correct me if I'm wrong and let me know, because if I ever do another series and try that, then I'm going to look like an absolute idiot if it doesn't work. But this is how my Sakura tree came out. It's a bit rounder than I wanted it to be. I did try and copy these. Admittedly, I think I've got the scales off a little bit. I think maybe what I should have done is I should have pushed this, like these bottom three layers here. Can I... yeah, these bottom three layers here, I think I should have pushed in more and then gone all more towards a point. But I mean, yes, these do kind of go to a point, but obviously on a smaller scale, it's easier to do and make them look round. It just looks like I've got a giant pink disc on this, and it does actually look better at night, believe it or not, with the lights on there. I'm pleased with how it came out, but I actually think I should have done it bigger as well, looking at it. It should have spanned, like, the entire colony or something. But even then, this took me about 40 minutes to do. And I wonder if you can see any tree stumps. Yeah, I just robbed the leaves from everywhere. Can we see any more? There's two, look, right there in front of me. There and there. Absolutely loads that I robbed. And as somebody else pointed out, they thought I was going to build this on a pillar. I was. I don't think I should have done this base as big as I should have. Or as big as I have, sorry. I should probably have done it about the thickness as the bottom of this building. And then it would have actually looked like it was on a pillar with a garden coming out of it. Well, I guess if I kept expanding it, it would eventually look like that. But for now, we've just got like levitating gardens, which is never great to look at, but it does what we needed it to do. Let's have a look inside. And actually, I've never been inside the cherry blossom tree myself, so we're going to witness something together to finish this series off. Again, I'm pleased with how this room came out. It's got a bit crowded over the days, but we are essentially there. You did silk, you did pillows. We actually managed to make all 100 pillows. I think this is my only colony that's somewhat worked out properly. What did you end up running out of? Porcelain biscuits. And what did you end up running out of? Oh no, did I do that wrong? Yeah, I did that wrong. Wait, no, I didn't do it wrong. I meant to swap these to biscuits, didn't I? So that'll be why we've not had any porcelain coming in. So then they should get back to doing porcelain biscuits, which would then allow these to do porcelain bowls or whatever they are. Yes, 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 yes. Well, we're going to go down before we go up. Again, quite pleased with how this guardhouse came out. That's the word I was looking for, the guardhouse. Why is there dirt there? I didn't remember using dirt down here. Don't look at it, it just looks horrible. And we never really had to expand down here much. I was going to make it somewhat prettier, maybe give them some wooden walls, but they didn't need it. They didn't need it. We didn't really need that many guards. And then we come further down to where we actually started mining so we could set up the porcelain. Not exactly well thought out, is it? I just slapped some beds down, slapped a grocery table down, and then set them all to work. We've got plenty of miners down here. And it actually looks like all of them are in the right beds. Oh my word. Cannot believe it. I really can't. Something actually worked out bed-wise. Well, I guess this is the first time for everything. Right, we're going all the way up to the top now. It may take me a second, just bear with me. I could fly up, but no. I'm only flying around when we do the tour. Maybe it would have been better to have some lights down this middle path. It does look somewhat dark, doesn't it? But yeah, this would have expanded across that way. These would expand out that way. That would expand in which direction it had wanted to. I just wish there was a quarter corner block that I could stick there, but obviously these take up the whole tile. Never mind, never mind. I get a bit finicky with mods, it seems, and shapes. Always want more, it's never enough. Right, so yeah, I've never been up into this since I built it. Originally, by the way, I was using pink lanterns. They are very, very pink. See what I mean? I was using them in the Sakura, well, the canopy, I guess we'd call it. But it was way too pink. Way too pink. Oh, my word. Well, I'd be able to get a lot more beds up here. I'd be able to get a lot more beds up here. And in case you're wondering why this is completely filled out and doesn't go all the way up, it's because originally that was it. Let me just try and get up here. Yes, this was originally the top of it. Let's just dig it back out so we can see what it should look like. I was going to say there should be a light behind that. And yeah, you probably noticed in the time lapse I was flying everywhere. Hey, that can go back one more. And you can go back one more. There we go. That's what it should actually look like on the inside. I love the way inside here looks. And I got 50 back from that. Holy Christ. I mean, maybe not the stairs going like they are, but... Oh, is that what the stair end was for? Maybe you are meant to bring it up one more than you meant to. Than you need to, sorry. And then it all fits properly. But yeah, that is basically it. I'm not too impressed with how my Sakura tree came out. I think I could have done it better. And realistically, I know what some people do when they imitate, like, real-world objects, is they get, like, a photo up so they can look at it. I know what Sakura trees look like. I think it might have looked better if I'd done actual branches coming out of it. Maybe. With the wood, it would have taken a hell of a lot longer, and I'd have only been more upset with the outcome if it had not looked brilliant by the time I finished. But yeah, that's where we're going to be leaving this series off. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I've really enjoyed playing the game. I didn't think it'd do as well as it's done, series-wise, but it's actually done fantastically, in my opinion. for a game that I didn't think was going to do well, it's definitely got more views than a fair few of my other series, and I believe I've acquired a fair few more subscribers through this series. So thank you very much for you guys that have subscribed whilst watching this series. I do appreciate your support and all that jazz. But no, that's where we're going to leave this episode off. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode and the series, please feel free to leave a like. It's greatly appreciated. All comments and feedback have been massively appreciated. Thank you for all the naming suggestions. I have given you all a shout out. I believe, apologies if I forgot, but I do tend to mention you by name if I'm using something you've suggested, just so you can have the props for it. So hopefully I've remembered to name all of you for that. Yeah, if you'd like to see more content like this, then also feel free to subscribe. But other than that, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!